Good morning. My name is Michelle Dowden from One Disease. I'd like to acknowledge the Larrakia people where I am in Darwin, elders past, present and future, and present this presentation in a COVID environment. This project, we did the project, we are One Disease, we normally work with crusted scabies. However, we were not allowed to travel to remote communities. The biosecurity measures came in March, and so we were able to vary our program design to meet the need to get messages out to people in remote communities. We know from work that was done with the H1N1 pandemic that the process of engagement and respectful negotiations with communities is critical to developing culturally appropriate strategies. So we do have good connections with the remote communities, and we worked with Skinnyfish, who also have really great contacts in community, to have this crowdsourcing project. So what is crowdsourcing? It's an online distributed model that uses the collective intelligence within your networks. And so the collective intelligence in our context was the people, the local people that we work with. And it's a blend of top-down, but really the main kind of benefit of it is that the solutions are often highly relevant. So not a new concept, but the interesting thing about the term crowdsourcing is it actually comes from the marketing discipline and not from a health promotion discipline. You know, Charlie was one of the first people that we contacted. He's from Northeast Arnhem Land. He's a respected elder, but he really was able to show in his little short clip that was done essentially on a mobile phone with not much preparation, just giving Charlie the facts. And then he talked directly to camera. And as you can see, he has this really great way of demonstrating washing hands. The other really important part about this clip is that it's real. It's where people actually live. They may not have, you know, access to, you know, your standard kind of wash basins and stuff. So Charlie was able to demonstrate pretty simply that you could wash your hands with the tap. We know that social media has been used for health promotion, and we know that in remote communities it's increased over, you know, many years. And so when we were making this one with Nigel, who lives out in a Northeast Arnhem Land community, he really, he and his family use, you know, little video, make little skits all the time on their phone, and they're engaging. He's funny. These clips were put up on Facebook and were viewed extensively. We also wanted the social distancing message. We didn't script the messages. We basically gave pretty simple messages about, you know, the 1.5 metre distance, and then Nigel and his family kind of grabbed some of those concepts and then came up with these different videos to get the message. One of the most important things, I guess, about the use of social media is that it switched the power dynamic. It enables consumers to be active participants rather than passive recipients in the messaging. And by harnessing the consumer as an active participant, the creative process of the message and the design can increase the loyalty. And that's you know, that's a reference paper from Thackeray, which I can provide if people are interested in that reference. So you can see the postcodes that we targeted and the populations in those postcodes. The top end area, you know, 25,000 people, and 70% of those are at sea identified. We also went into the WA area and south, where there's 80% of people were at sea, and then we had the Katherine region, 72%. And so we were able to cover all of those languages. I think in total we had 18 different clips covering all of those languages in a 4 to 5 week time frame to get messages out about hand washing and social distancing. And then I guess the really, the main points about this is how effective it was in terms of understanding the metrics of using Facebook. And when we talk about the metrics, through plays are actually the number of times your video has been played to completion, or at the very minimum, at least 15 seconds. So this indicates that someone has either stopped it and actually watched the video instead of quickly reading and scrolling past it. So the through plays were very impressive, 75,000 through plays. The reach is the number of people who have seen your adverts at least once. So that was 91,000 people. Impressions is the number of times your ad has been shown. So impressions are different to reach, as they may include multiple views of your ads by the same person. Therefore, reach is the number of people who have seen the ad, and the impressions are the number of times the ad was served. So sometimes people see your ad 2 or 3 times.
Wash your hands, wash your hands now, wash your hands, wash your hands now, wash your hands, wash your hands now, wash your hands, wash your hands now. Bad virus, show me, we need to fight, fight, fight it, wash your hands. Bad virus, show me, we need to fight, fight, fight it, wash your hands.
Wash your hands like your life depends on it.
Wash your hands, wash your hands now, wash your hands, wash your hands now, wash your hands, wash your hands now, wash your hands, wash your hands now. Bad virus, show me, we need to fight, fight, fight it, wash your hands. Bad virus, show me, we need to fight, fight, fight it, wash your hands.
Wash your hands like your life depends on it. Wash your hands like your life depends on it.
Wash your hands, wash your hands now, wash your hands, wash your hands now, wash your hands, wash your hands now, wash your hands, wash your hands now. Bad virus, show me, we need to fight, fight, fight it, wash your hands. Bad virus, show me, we need to fight, fight, fight it, wash your hands.
Yeah, so in conclusion, there were excellent results with an overall advertisement ranking above average, and that was reported from a marketing company when comparing to other ads targeting similar audiences. Because we split up and targeting the different postcodes, we were able to use artists from different communities and have different languages, and overall these ads were very successful. We were able to spread the message for a minimal monetary output, and we just think the success of it has been the buy-in from and the co-design led by the community members, and we're looking to evaluate this in the future.